Hi, this is Junda. Welcome to Tree Leaf. I have to talk quick because YouTube only gives me a few minutes to say what I want to say. And, everything these days is bound by time. We have a time to do this, then we have to run off and do that. And so much of it is slipping by, constantly flowing through our fingers like sand. Today, I woke up and now it's the evening. Where did it go? Where did it go? Running from one thing to the other. In the morning, making breakfast, taking the kids to school, getting to work, dealing with this, dealing with that. Soon a coffee break, a lunch break. Time to head back home, traffic jam. Pick up the kids. Make dinner if you have time. If you're fortunate enough and you're not so busy, sit down for dinner. Spend a little time with your loved ones. Then off to bed. And it repeats again. And the internet. I saw an article today that said the internet is so fast, so much data, that it's changing our brain. Clicking on this, clicking on that. If it's not YouTube, then it's Google. If it's not Google, which they made faster this week, it's Twitter. Twitter, Google, my face, one thing after another. We go, we go, we go, never stopping. We've forgotten how to sit still. We've forgotten how to be silent. Maybe it's more important now than it was even 2,000 years ago, even 500 years ago, in societies that, well, probably were not as hectic as ours is today. Oh, sure, they had their own troubles, they had their own stress, but not the speed at which everything is running by. Nothing waiting, nothing stopping. And we are told by the television that flashes one image after another. We are told that we need this to be happy, we need that to be happy, and the images flutter by. Dress this way, buy this car, buy this house. It doesn't stop. And the information just pours in our ear and into our brain before we have even time to process it all. Can we not just stop? Be content. Be at rest just where we are. Like that tree behind me. It's just a painted tree, but imagine a real tree. Well, it is a real tree. Does that tree worry about that it may not be the tallest tree in the forest, that it may not be doing its utmost, its treeingness to be the best tree it possibly can be? Does it worry about the rushing time? We need to find our inner tree and stone and mountain. That's what this practice is, In large part, it's finding the silence and stillness that we forget because we're always trying to get somewhere, always trying to accomplish something, always trying to do something, always have a schedule to meet, a goal to attain. In this way, all that's dropped away, dropped aside. No place to go to be complete. It's all here. Nothing to add to make it more than it is. Just spread out your leaves and let the sun shine. That's enough. And so we sit zazen in such way. It's enough. When we sit zazen, it is complete. It is whole. And how much in life is like that? Nothing. We're always thinking something's lacking, something's more. We have to fill the hole. We have to get the goal. We have to get someplace. And when we're here, we have to be someplace else. This practice is turning that upside down. That's why it's so vitally important we sit, and why the self doesn't like it. Because the self always wants to get somewhere, always wants to turn on the TV, always wants to grab the mouse and flutter around the internet and tweet somebody and send a posting to some blog and do something and read somebody's homepage, and if that doesn't work, grab a newspaper and turn on the TV again. That's what the self wants. This practice is quite the opposite. It's learning to be whole and complete and still, just like that tree back there, so that when we do rise up from the zafu, perhaps as we re-enter the rat race and the running around, we can still have that inner stillness and silence in that inner tree and find the two at once. Moving, 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 no place to go. Things to get accomplished because we have to live. The kids still have to be picked up at school. The dinner still has to be put on the table. But yet part of us now knows nothing to attain. That's what this practice is. Now, is that enlightenment? It's a darn good way to live. Shall we sit with that?